Do you remember the video of the Somali kid kicking the Kenyan flag and then his friend picking it up and rubbing it onto his genitals? No? Here's the tip. Now guess what? After that great display of disrespect, another fool from Somalia decided to make this video.
Mtanijua mimi kesho, haki ya Mungu. Unajua ile maneno ndio umeona. Tomorrow I must burn the Kenyan flag na nitawaonyesha. Hiyo si ati ngomba. I'm not begging. I'm not shouting. Hiyo ni kusema na kutenda. Kila mtu wenu ambaye kwa hapa kesho aujue kuna video ya kuchoma flag ya Kenya nitapost hapa. And every Somali person who is in my life, Nyanyo Stadium, muende mupigane na wakamba na hata muue kuma mazao. Nini? Sunday even I will come Nyanyo Stadium. Me myself. Na nitakuja na hata niseme. Unajua hao nywele ngumu hawezi wakakuja kazi yenu your skills ni just writing comments, mnajifanya mnajua. Na nikiwaona live mnaanza kutoroka. Kuma na zenu. Utajua mjui. Timurudi au kwani Kenya ni yenu? Mtarudi ushago hoi silke. Wallahi mtarudi ushago, wala acha niwaambie ukweli. You will go back to ushago. Hata kama kaimbo ni ndugu yenu, mtarudi ushago, hawarti musa.
Now, I don't even want to say much about you jamaa wa ndevu ya AI. I'd rather play for you the reaction of Kenyans nationwide. Not necessarily even just to him, but to the other young guys kicking the flag. And then if time allows, we'll try and see what a few sensible people from the Somali community have to say about the same. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1. Apparently, Kenyans did not intend to go see the game between Kenya Police and
Mogadishu City Club.
But now that they have seen their flag being disrespected, and there's promises of the same happening again, this is the resolution they've reached.
Bas, nasikia hii Sunday police inacheza na Mogadishu. Hiyo game sasa hatukuwa tukuje juu sisi si fans wa polisi, lakini according to our culture ukituonyesha sana madarau sana ni kama umetuita. Tunakuja hiyo game Sunday. Na kama wewe ni fans wa Mogadishu, mahali umekaa hata usijaribu kutoa matako. Kaa tu hapo mpaka mpira ishi. Ukipatikana na bendera ya Kenya, hiyo ndio unanyongwa nayo paka uwekwe juu.
Number 2, this comes from Moses Gathitu, one of my favorite political analysts. And Gathitu is saying that GOK should arrest them and deport them. Yeah, under the nuclear way. Here's the tip.
I have seen that video of those 2 Somalia young men who have decided to disrespect our flag. And it is very unfortunate because I'm 100% that those are Somalis who reside in Kenya. So they are Somali nationals who stays in Kenya, but because they think they are entitled and they deserve to be in Kenya, they have even the audacity to come and disrespect our flag, stepping on our flag, put it on the ground and end up stepping on our flag. That was unfortunate, and I believe that the government is working very hard to trace them and deport them back to Somalia, because we cannot accommodate people who are there or who are not ready to respect our sovereignty as a nation. It is very unfortunate. It is very uncalled. It is, I don't know how we can describe this. And if the government is going to keep quiet on that issue, it shows how low we can go as a nation, that we can let a Somali national or a person from another country to come here in our country and start disrespecting our nation, disrespecting our flag. So we want a stern action to be taken to those boys. Let them be punished, let them be taken back to their country. Wacha waende na huko Somalia wakakae huko, but we cannot accommodate that nonsense in our country.
Number 3, Ndovu is saying respect the flag na kama huwezi rudi kwenu. Here's a tip.
Let's get some things straight. Itabidi tumeset some things straight kwa hizi 4 corners, east, west, north, south ya hii nchi. As long as umekanyaga kwa hii mchanga yetu, lazima uheshimu bendera ya nchi. You must respect our flag. Hiyo na si mchezo. Hiyo ndio flag tunapiganianga daily hapa. Hiyo ndio flag tunaililia daily hapa. And then I see some two anchors pale online. Some two Somali idiots wanachukua flag ya Kenya wanairusha chini, anaipiga teke. Mwingine ananyang'anya mtu flag anatupa chini in their slow mo idiotic. Au vile wanafaa wanyoroshwe. Hapo hata si ati nini ama nini. They need to be whipped. How dare they disrespect the Kenyan flag like that? Hiyo bendera ni mimi bana, hiyo bendera ni wewe. Kama wanawaheshimu hiyo bendera, siwarudi kwao. Wanafanya nini huko? Pande gari waende kwao. Sitaki kujua wewe ni nani, whether you are American or Indian or whatever. If you cannot respect our flag on our soil respectfully, no, you know what? Fuck off. Hapana. Haikti menikasirisha by the way. Hiyo imenijamisha tu sana. Hiyo ni tabia gani hiyo? We are here fighting against, idiot politicians taking advantage of our Kenyan, hard-earned money. And then I see some stupid idiots wanachukua flag yetu wanaitupa ni kama matope. Wewe, heshimu hii nchi bana. Huko si kwenyu. Hapana. Wewe peperesha bendera unataka, lakini ukiona bendera ya Kenya unaiondokea. Kama una haja nayo, achana nayo kabisa. That flag means so much to some of us. Hiyo bendera kwa wengine wetu ni damu, ni jasho, ni machozi. Achana nayo kabisa. Uachane na boys inafaa julikana wako wapi. Chani nyamaze.
Now, this is the only video which I could find from the Somali community which I felt was a little bit responsible at first, but then it went wayward. Just listening to this.
Two young Somali boys disrespecting the Kenyan flag. Nimeona hiyo video na watu wengi wanaongelea, wanajaribu kuweka blame kwa community wa Somali. My friends, you are taking it in the wrong direction. Those two boys need to be held accountable. But whose responsibility is it to hold these young boys accountable? It is not the Somali community, it is the Kenyan government. And why the double standard? Tunakumbuka vizuri sana kulikuwa na hii game ya Gambia na Kenya, na kulikuwa na wasichana ambao si asili ya Somali. Wakenya wengine tu wenzetu wamekanyanga hiyo flag ya Kenya na wakatembelea juu yake kama red carpet. Na hakuna apro yoyote imefanyika, hakuna watu wamekasirika. Saa hii juu ni vijana wa Somali, na kwanza hawa ni wadogo sana. I am sure they are under 15 years old.
From where I sit, a misbehaving 15-year-old could very easily grow up to become a terrible adult. So I don't get that fellow's point. A young thief ought to be dealt with, ndo asikuwe mwizi mkubwa akikuwa mtu mzima. Train up a child in the way that he should go when he is young, na akikuwa mzee he or she will not depart from it. It's not the job of the Kenyan government to discipline misbehaving young children. It is, where are the parents? The government cannot parent for you. You cannot bring up brats or spoiled children and then unataka ati OCS ashike aende amdiscipline huko kwa cell. That cannot happen. Mtu akipelekwa cell atapigwa kichwa kwa ukuta. It is your job as a parent. If your child is misbehaving, fix that issue there and then. I get that they are below 18, so their parents should take charge. Stop saying ati Kenyan government ya nani. It is not the job of the Kenyan government to mother and father children because the parents are reckless or they are supporting what the kids are doing like this one. On a personal note, I feel like this issue can only be solved through legislation. We should have a new law whereby if you desecrate the Kenyan flag or any other symbol of national unity, if you are a citizen by birth, you are to serve X amount of time in prison. If you are not a citizen, you are to be deported back to your country of origin. Or we can now start issuing Class B national IDs. Kukuwe na ID ya watu wa kawaida na kukuwe na Class B national IDs. Hata wale wanavunja sheria wanafanya vitu kama mada, nimeona juzi wengine wametupa mama kutoka 3rd floor. Those are people who should have their national ID yanked from them, wapewe a Class B national ID whereby they cannot vote. You are not allowed to vote for anyone or campaign for anything. You're only allowed to work and pay taxes, and their taxes should be slightly more. Even if you are Kenyan, sisi tukiwa high school tulikuwa na principal moto sana. He brought a new tactic which many did not see coming. We wore grey trousers. Wewe ukifanya mchezo unakuwa warned mara ya kwanza, mara ya pili, mara ya tatu you stop wearing that grey trouser, you are given a yellow short. Hiyo ni yellow card. Ukiendelea kufanya makosa na kucheza pale kwa ile shule, you are given a red short. That is a red card. You are one mistake from exiting that academic institution. Ilikuwa ukionekana na yellow, wanajua ule ni kurutu na ita take too long, huyu either anarudi kuvaa grey ama anaenda kwa red. We should start doing that with our national ID. Ndo hata polisi akishika hii ID anajua huyu ni mkora. It should even be that if you are given more than 10 years behind bars, unafaa upewe hiyo ID. But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below. What do you think should happen to these two young men? Arrest? I mean, are they not too young for that? I don't even know if they've contravened any law in the country because we don't have legislation protecting against such things. Just drop me your comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that is today's ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.